Hey, what's up, you guys? We're gonna be playing some Slowbro here. Now for the emblems, we got 6 green and 6 white. And for the held items, we have special attacks, focus band, and aeos cookie. So we are gonna be double stacking in this match. Now, this was such an interesting and crazy match. I had no idea whether or not we were gonna win. You're just gonna want to check out the gameplay to the very end to see what happens, because there was so many things going against us in this match. I'm just gonna go over it and tell you guys what happens. So here, the funny thing is, the enemy Gardevoir I actually had in my previous match when I recorded this video. So I know that the Gardevoir is really toxic and really gets mad really easily, because in my gameplay, in my previous game, he was also getting really mad, or she was getting really mad at just everything. But I'm gonna go over what happens in the gameplay here again. So like I said, we're gonna be running Slowbro, so we want to get some stacks in, obviously. Here I'm letting aeos get some, I'm getting some, I'm gonna let him get that, and I'm gonna let him get that again, and he lets me get this one. So we both have 4 points that we can go ahead and score, which is really good for us, because I guess he is also scoring. He's probably has an attack weight with him. I'm gonna score a bit more than he did, because I did steal that from the Gardevoir, because I was really gunning for the Gardevoir. I was really hoping to go and just like beat him, because I was just like, it's gonna be super funny. And that's why during this I used my eject button to get him, because I knew that he was most likely spamming that he needs help or he needs backup or whatever, because that's just what he was doing in my gameplay, in my previous game, I mean. So I'm calling a retreat on the aeos just because I don't know if the enemy jungler is going to gank us or not. I don't know where he's at, so I'm just going to assume that he's coming to us, and he ends up not coming. The jungler does not end up coming here, so we get these pretty uncontested, in my opinion. I even end up getting the big one. So there's that. Here we go for another stack, and as we see, the Gardevoir isn't here anymore. It's Mew now. Mew's here, and unfortunately our aeos does go down there. He was being a bit too greedy, in my opinion, by going to stack with Mew and Slowbro, because it's a pretty powerful combo, because Mew can just has so many abilities. He can be serve, he can be whatever. And unfortunately, here's part of the things that I was telling you guys, that we had so many things going up against us. Our bus wall goes AFK for this point to the rest of the match. He's not really doing anything helpful for the team or anything. He ends up moving around, but I want to point this out, guys, while we're just stacking here right now. I really implore and I really want Pokemon Unite to fix its report system, because unfortunately it's god awful. It's the worst report system in any game I've ever played in, just because the thing is, Buzzwole is moving now, but he's not really doing much. He's sort of just stealing the jungle, which is okay, but it's sort of not doing anything, because he's not like fighting the enemies. He's not like doing anything with that. He's just stealing experience from us, but whatever. So here, yeah, like I was saying earlier, I really want Pokemon Unite to fix its report system, because unfortunately a player can literally just stay in basic attacking, and they won't lose their rank points. They won't lose any, because the system thinks, oh well, it's basic attacking. It's not. How is it being AFK if it's doing basic attacks? But whatever, I really want them to fix it. But here's another part of why we're kind of failing. Again, our Buzzwole isn't doing anything. He's just standing there. But I know it's not just Buzzwole that's a contributor to why we're failing. I mean, it would help to have Buzzwole, because Buzzwole's a very powerful, strong Pokemon, but it's not the only reason why we're failing. Our Gardevoir is low leveled here. I'm not playing the best. but I can't really do much against 3 Pokemon against me. You know, while our Decidueye is down bot, our Buzzwole is just standing still. As we see, he's just standing there. He's not even doing anything. But that's besides the point. At this point in the gameplay, I remember during the game, I was really upset and I really wanted to surrender. But I knew, I was like, Rayquaza's not up. There's no point in surrendering before Rayquaza, just because Rayquaza is such a good, like, such a game winner in some scenarios. But here's another thing that goes wrong. Our team isn't here. Aegislash is down. Decidueye is down bot. Buzzwole is down bot. It's very hard to sort of defend Regieleki from going in, especially since the whole team is there. Here, our Gardevoir is spamming things, and you know, and that's not helping either. You know, spamming things or spamming in general doesn't help the team. Definitely doesn't make the team want to try harder, that's for sure. But anyways, so here, the best thing that you can do right now in these situations where it just seems like you're going to lose is just try to farm. You know, try to reach their level using the experience that comes from the map. You know, just as best as you can. You know, you don't have to get everything, but just try to stack, try to get some experience. Here, you know, me and Aegislash are here, but I don't know who is there. But I think Aegislash wants to go, and it's Mew. So we end up going against him and getting him here. You know, we're fighting him. We're kind of just being there in his face. I'm going to stack because I am stacking. We end up breaking goal, but we don't really overcap it. We don't really put that many coins in there. So it's not the best, but it's not the worst. At least we break a goal, but it's not really going to do much for us here. So I'm just kind of backing around, playing around in these areas because I know most of the team is here, and it's going to be really hard for me to do anything without an attacker Pokemon like Gardevoir or Aegislash or Decidueye or Buzzwole here. You know, best I can do is just tank some damage, but that's about it. So here, I was trying to get the Decidueye. I mean, Aegislash do a pretty good play because Decidueye does Unite, so he is standing still, and I get Gardevoir there in my Unite. So Aegislash was able to use his Unite to get both of those Pokemon, which is a really good, you know, it gives the Aegislash some catch-up experience. It gives me catch-up experience, which is really good, and which is what you kind of want to do. Try to target one Pokemon and try to get catch-up experience. Here, I was really worried about whether or not Decidueye was going to be able to get the Regieleki with his snipes. I didn't know how well he was going to do. I was just, why we're looking at Buzzwole here is because during the game, I was looking and I was just like, yes, Buzzwole scoring 10. He's scoring 10. We just won the game thanks to Buzzwole. He's not participating in the match, but he scored 10. And I was kind of upset with that. So we ended up losing Regieleki. Here I'm sort of just farming the Altarias, trying to get them, and we're like at 20 seconds before Rayquaza. You know, we're level 12, we're under leveled. I don't have my Unite. Well, we're gonna get it by Rayquaza, so it's not the worst thing that can happen here. Me, Gardevoir, and Aegislash, you know, we get Regieleki down, and I'm sort of looking at the levels, and everyone is kind of level 12, except for our Buzzwole because he wasn't really doing much. He dies to Mew before Rayquaza because he wanted to score, which is awesome. You know, he wins us the game because of that score. Here, you know, we kind of get rushed by the enemy team, and we can't really do much because our attackers aren't really here. Our Gardevoir and me go down, and Aegislash ends up going down. And I was really worried because I was like, I don't know if the Decidueye is going to be able to get this snipe or steal Rayquaza from them because he wasn't able to steal the Regieleki from them. Here, I was being salty and I was being a bit upset at Buzzwole because he was like calling gather here. But we end up getting it. Decidueye does end up stealing the Rayquaza. Here I only have 20 coins on me, but that's just enough to break the goal. That gives us 40 right there. And he scores 100. So best thing that I can do right now is just try to score. You know, try to get to 50, try to score. What I should have done in this situation, not stay here. I mean, it would have been nice if aeos did get it, but I should have gone center where Rayquaza was, try to pick up any of the coins there, to see if there was there. Here I'm calling out to the Decidueye, score, you need to score, go and score, because you know that way you can come back and help us defend. Here I'm calling defend the goal zone. Now our Buzzwole is defending, but he's so low level that he's not doing much damage to them, and he's kind of just feeding in a way. Fortunately, our Gardevoir can defend the goal, and we end up, you know, are we gonna win? Are we close? I'm standing here in case someone wants to go middle, but time's up, so we're gonna see if we win or if we lost. It was so really close, guys. It was such a close match. I really was hoping that we win, and we do. We got 387 to 322, and that's why you don't surrender votes here, guys. So if you like the video, please give it a like, comment, subscribe, and tell me what video you want to see next. Thank you guys for watching, and peace out, guys.